ways that minerals form. The first one is from magma. As with water, temperature also influences the formation of minerals underground. Inside the Earth's crust, hot magma or lava forms and will eventually harden when it hits cooler temperatures near the Earth's surface. As it cools, these hot liquids will then begin to harden until they become solids that form a layer of minerals. The size of these minerals depends greatly on how much gas was trapped inside the magma and how quickly the magma cooled. If the magma cooled rapidly, the minerals will be small but plentiful. If it cooled slowly, the magma will produce fewer minerals, but the ones that form will be significantly larger.
I'm going to tell you how the minerals from salt water. Bodies of water such as oceans and seas contain different salts, including sodium chloride, calcium fluoride, and ammonium chloride. As water naturally evaporates from the shoreline and surfaces of these oceans and seas, minerals form. Because of the high salt content of these bodies of water, the minerals are most salt-based crystal minerals, also known as halide minerals. These minerals include bromide, chloride, iodide, and fluoride.
And the last way that minerals form is from regular water. Minerals most easily form in water. This is because the volume of water has a limited capacity for atoms. As the volume of water decreases due to evaporation from the sun or heat, the space allotted for these atoms becomes smaller and smaller, pushing the atoms closer together. Eventually, the water volume becomes so small that the atoms are essentially forced together, which is called a bond. This bond creates crystals that become evident as the water evaporates further.
Hi, we're going to be introducing the crystal shapes.
This is a isometric system. It has 6 sides, all sides are square, and is an example of a pyrite. The next one is tetragonal system, and it has 6 sides, 4 rectangles, and 2 squares, and they're both right angles. And it's an example of zircon. The next one is hexagonal system, and this is a prism. It's an example of Berlin, and it has 8 sides, 2 hexagons, and 6 rectangles, and they're both right angles.
Okay, I'm going to start off with orthorhombic, and this is an example of aragonite. It has 6 sides and 6 rectangles, which are 3 pairs of rectangles with different sizes at the right angles. The next one is monoclinic, and this is an orthoclase. And this is a prism, the 3rd order. Then this last one is the triclinic system, and this is kyanite. And it has 6 sides and parallelograms with no right angles.
Most minerals cannot be identified by color alone. That is why scientists have come up with different properties and tests to help identify these minerals. So along with color, scientists used streak, luster, hardness, density, acid test, fracture and cleavage, and crystal shape, as you've just learned. These tests will help you identify the differences between pyrite and gold. Minerals come in all shades of various colors, and some minerals, such as quartz, come in many different colors. Luster is how minerals reflect light. Minerals that are shiny have a metallic luster, and minerals that are glassy or dull have non-metallic luster. Streak is the color of the powder left by a mineral. A mineral may have different colors, but it always leaves the same streak. Hardness is a mineral's resistance to being scratched. To find out how hard a mineral is, you test it against other minerals. Density is the amount of matter in a given volume, and every mineral has its own density. That is why it is often used to identify minerals. Cleavage is when a mineral breaks into smooth, flat pieces. Fracture is when minerals split into random, uneven pieces. An acid test is used to test minerals for calcium carbonate. To test for calcium carbonate, a drop of dilute hydrochloric acid is placed on the mineral. If bubbles form, the mineral contains calcium carbonate.
Minerals, they're everywhere.
Put a bunch together and you get
Rocks.
get them in the ground. There's 4,000 to be found.
Little minerals are alive.
Did you know they help us
Survive.
like get rid of hives?
Two major groups.
They make you poop.
Silicates. Their most common mineral is feldspars.
Contain oxygen like you get an oxygen buzz.
Non-silicates aren't even the same.
Not just because they have a different name.
Let's break it down.
Carbonate highlights their compounds.
That contain elements.
Native elements that are uncombined.
And their mind.
Then oxides, sulfides, and sulfides.
They're everywhere, can't you see?
Plenty for you and me.